Well, I had to go live one more time, boy. I need to shave a little bit. But anyway, tonight we're going to be talking about Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. And I say that because I first heard that coin about maybe 2 or 3 years ago by Brother Christopher Taft in his book, where he mentioned Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason. He actually, those initials to me was actually coined then. And right now, today, there's a movement that we call Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason. And that movement was started by Brother Amos out of New Jerusalem Grand Lodge in Chicago, along with Brother Alfredo out of HB Turner Grand Lodge. And I say that they picked this movement because if you were on the John G. Jones Uncut page, you would see that flag that they have come up with. It's beautiful, bruh. And the shirts that they're selling behind this movement, it is like anything we haven't seen in a long time. This movement of the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons is a movement that's going to really distinguish who we are, because right now, because of the structure, which is a splinter structure amongst the various General Grand Masonic Congresses and the Supreme Councils. You know, we all use that Southern and Western Masonic jurisdiction. And somebody asked me, or they posted, you know, what is going to be the key factor that brings the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons together? What is that key factor? The key factor are these things that I'm going to name right here. The key factor number one is the mere fact that most, if not all, of the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons in their General Grand Masonic Congresses and their United Supreme Councils use the term Southern and Western Masonic jurisdiction. And the reason we use that term is because we trace that lineage, that beginning of our national affiliation, be it our General Grand Masonic Congresses, our Council of Grand Lodges, or our Supreme Council, to the Southern and Western Masonic jurisdiction. And we know that there are some out there who use that, and they may not be part of the bigger picture. And that's okay. You know, a tree that has many branches is not going to die. That tree is going to continue to grow. And if the root of the tree is as strong, the winds will come, the winds will blow, but that tree is going to remain. And I believe that tree that I'm talking about is the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason in its entirety. And I say that because of who we are. I say that because of the many friends that I've developed throughout the jurisdictions, not only within my own national affiliation, but beyond that. And that is the uniqueness of the Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason, the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason. Regardless of the various jurisdictions and the councils that one may be part of, we all come back to that one key thing. We're Black, we're Ancient, Free, and we're Accepted Masons amongst ourselves. Now, people may say, well, you're not a part of the bigger picture of Freemasonry, or you're not a part of mainstream, or you may not be a part of PHA or whatever. But I'll tell you this. We may not be part of what you may consider the mainstream of Freemasonry, but I've never met dedicated brothers like I've met within these various jurisdictions of the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. I've traveled, I've visited across the country in various lodges, and I tell you, those are some great brothers who practice Masonry for what it is. Not from what somebody has said, not from what you hear, I mean, literally, they take that to heart. And those who may call themselves regular, those who may consider themselves better than others, I don't see that happening a lot of times. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying I don't see it happening a lot of times. And some say, well, you don't travel in that circle. But I know quite a few of them. I know a lot of them. And the difference between the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons versus those who may consider themselves regular or whatever you want to call them is the fact that we have that relationship like no other. That's truth. You see, I can go to Chicago and I can fellowship with Universal Grand Lodge in Chicago. I can do that. I can fellowship with St. John's Grand Lodge out of Chicago. I can fellowship with New Jerusalem Grand Lodge out of Chicago. I can fellowship with those various Grand Lodges in Chicago. I don't have to worry about, oh, this, and that. No, we practice that thing called Freemasonry, that a brother who can prove himself to be searched, and a brother who has the traveling card, and some say passport, from their various jurisdictions. And when you knock on that door of these various Grand Lodges, some I've called out, the fellowship is just unreal. It's not about you are this or you are that. It's about being a Mason. And I can say, you know, personally, that I don't think that anybody else can experience that amongst us. I mean, because of the way we are. I mean, there are probably maybe 50 or 60 ancient free and accepted Grand Lodges in Texas. There may be the same amount over in New York, maybe even more. I know in California we got about 15 to 20, maybe even more. But the relationship that we have amongst ourselves is different than, is just different. And I can attest to that, because just last week I was at St. Anthony's Grand Lodge fellowshipping with their Grand Master, and we in total 2 different jurisdictions, 2 total separate congresses. And I can say that because I was with my brother from the Hispanic Grand Lodge in North America, brother David Munoz. I can say that I visit his grand session, and it's beautiful. So we who are part of this thing we call Black Ancient Free and Accepted Masons needs to really grab hold onto that and understand that it's a different monster. It's different because of what we stand for and who we are. When I say we, I'm simply saying that those who practice what I would consider the ancient craft. The ancient craft Mason says that a Mason who is traveling, who has been initiated, passed, and raised, can come and visit your lodge, you know, and not that your name is in their book and we don't recognize you and all that. Is when you knock on the door, can you prove who you are? And if you can prove who you are according to the ancient customs of Freemasonry, you then can enter that lodge, because you've gotten past the Tyler. The Tyler has found you to be sufficient in your degree work, okay? You have walked the Tyler sword. You have maybe come in through the, you maybe did the 3, 5, 7, and some of the jurisdictions require you to do that. Some require you to do the master's carpet. There are so many different things that different jurisdictions require you to do before you even come in, till you have to be proficient. I can say this for myself. I visit different jurisdictions, and the first thing they'll say, bruh, you know, you need to, the Tyler's obligation, or maybe it's the Tyler sword, or maybe you have to do 3, 5, and 7, or maybe you need to come in ancient form. What about just due form? So these things that we do when we come into the various jurisdictions amongst the Black Ancient Free and Accepted Masons, I would say it's like no other. It isn't. A little orange juice, you know, it's Friday. It's like no other. So these are the things you're going to get. What's up? Hey, Eddie, what's going on, bro? I'm glad that you on, man. How's everything coming with you there, brother Eddie? Just hit me up, bro. But those are some of the things we need to definitely start taking a look at. And I would tell any brother, speaking of books, a brother asked me what would be some good books to get a hold to. And right off the top, sometimes, brother, it gets intimidating because you are too educated. Sad but true. Hey, bro, I want all of us. If there's, let me tell you this here, and I'm gonna get back to the various books. Say they have to say so, separation. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna say this: if you are a Mason, you should become astute in that which you say you are a part of. You know, I've read some of the posts on my different on my YouTube channel. You're stupid, you're dumb, you're this, you're that, you're bogus, you're clandestine. But here's the thing: you can say all of that you want to, but I get much love when I travel. And that's what Masons do, don't they? They go where they're welcome. They don't necessarily have to go where they're not welcome. They go where they're welcome. And I tell anybody that. So they have to have, so, okay, separation, huh? Think about that. But yeah, so certainly, it's the thing to do. But a brother was asking me about, it's good, greeting, ready for our grand session on back in the 23rd, Louisiana. All right, most wishful King David, sending you a shout out. And definitely wishing you and yours a great time, you know. Hey, get down with the get down, you know, get down with the get down. I thought I saw a brother from Virginia just popped up. But what I'm trying to say is this. A brother who's a Freemason should become astute in Freemasonry. Find some good books. And I'm going to share some of the books. I've done it before with you. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Brother ICBD Fitness. Thanks. I appreciate the love. Leon, thank you. I appreciate it. What's up? Some good books to have is Hiram's Key is a great book to get. Hiram's Key. Another book to get is going to be by African and Freemasonry. It's called African and Freemasonry. That's another good book to have. The Philosophy of Freemasonry is a good book to have. Let's see. Get yourself a lexicon of Freemasonry. That's another one to have. It breaks down Freemasonry at its core. The Lexicon of Freemasonry is another book. Get yourself, if you're an upper house of Freemasonry, if you're a part of the affiliated dependent bodies, don't read or educate themselves, so they have to have someone yeah, that's it. Ancient Origin of Freemasonry. That's it, Brother Eddie. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Appreciate it, Brother Phil. Same to you, bro. Right back at you. Yeah, so those things right there, to me, you know, are very, those books I just named are very good books you can get and begin to indulge yourself in Freemasonry. And I say this all the time. If you're a part of an organization but you're not able to express that, then why are you a part of the organization itself? Because I've come across Masons who would say, yeah, I'm a Mason. And then you have the conversation, they can't even express what it's all about. And if you can't express what Freemasonry is, then I don't know what to say for you. Maybe you need to go back to the school of instructions that your Grand Lodge or your lodge may have, so you can understand that when you wear that jewelry, you should be able to expound upon that. You should be able to have that conversation about the very things that you claim that you have. And I'm gonna pose this question. Peace and greetings to the East, John G. Jones, ancient free and accepted Mason. You already know 3, 5, and 7. Yes, sir. Think about this, brothers. Think about this. If Masonry was illegal in the United States, illegal. If Masonry was illegal in the United States, would you be willing to wear the rings, and how would you deal with that? You know, I'm talking to you, my brothers. Hey, Prince Hall Mason said, I am the stepbrothers. Let me finish this up. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna come back to that. But what does that? How would you be able to deal with that? If Freemason was illegal, if it was a crime to be a Freemasonry, to be in Freemasonry, how would you be able to deal with that? Being black, for one thing. Black, ancient, free, and accepted Masons is another thing. But just being a part and calling yourself a Freemason, you've been initiated past, you've done those things. How would you feel if Freemason was illegal to be part of? Would you even want to be still part of the fraternal order? And if you've already said no, then you really shouldn't be a Freemason. As crazy as that sounds. Brother Eddie, if it ain't in the lit, it ain't. Ooh, I'm not going to. Boy, y'all bad. Y'all find it up tonight. But I'm just saying, if Freemason was illegal, how many of us would really want to be part of this fraternal order? Because we walk around like Superman on our chest. But I tell you what, when you leave the United States and go to these other countries that look and frown upon Freemasonry, you ain't wearing the jewelry. You ain't wearing nothing that says you're a Freemason. You better believe that. But back to, I think that was Brother Eddie. You said, Brother Eddie, What does it mean when a Prince Hall brother says that you're the stepchild, if I'm not mistaken? And it's simply saying that, you know, you he throwing shade on you, bruh. He throwing shade on you, basically saying, you know what, you're stepbrother. You're not really a brother, you know. You're stepbrother. You know what I mean? You adopted per se. You know, you ain't really in the family. You're a stepbrother, you know. That's really what he's saying. He's throwing shade on you, you know. But it is what it is. Got you. Okay, Brother Jackson. Yeah, stepbrother. That's a shame. Yeah, you know. But here's the thing. I would tell any Mason, I don't care what jurisdiction you're a part of. If you are recognized by the brothers that brought you in the Congress that you're a part of on a national level, and all of that, if you're recognized by them, everything else is out the door. And the first thing people want to always say, when you can't come visit my lodge. Well, I tell you what, if I'm in your city, your state, your town, and you invite me to come visit, you give me that invitation, I show up and knock on your door, and you tell me I can't visit, then you was phony in the beginning. That's a bad invitation to tell somebody about. You know, that's how I see it. He said, if you want to be accepted, I have to go through the 3rd degree in yeah, they're gonna beat your. Yeah, okay. You go ahead. You may. You do that. Nah. But anyway, you know, that's how some feel though. You're not legit. Yeah, you're not legit until you have become part of their jurisdiction. That's how some Masons feel. And that's okay. If that's how they feel. You know, that's okay, Brother Eddie, boy, you too much. That's how they feel if it's that way, that you're not legit until you come through them. You know, and that's a crying shame. Now, tell me this here. In 1928, and you can look this up for yourself. In 1928, the Grand Lodge of England, as we know it today, issued the fact that it takes 3 lodges to conform a Grand Lodge. That was in 1928. Look it up yourself. 1928, the United Grand Lodge of England, as we know it, stated that it takes 3 lodges to form a Grand Lodge. I'm just throwing little tidbits out there at you. Ooh, I've been initiated, passed, and already. Oh, okay, all right. So it's just something. That's just something to throw out there at you so you can see that. And you know, that's the thing. People like to throw rocks and they keep you divided and they keep you fighting at yourselves. Why should we be fighting amongst ourselves, talking about who's regular and who's irregular and who's... It doesn't really matter. If you're telling me that you don't recognize me, does it really matter? And if you continue to debate that, then it must matter to you. Because I was part of the, you know what, I've been in them groups, and boy, they be doing a thing, you know. So I've learned that, hey, you know what? I say it until I can't say it no more. I go where I'm welcome. Period. That's how I look at it. I go where I'm welcome. Who has the authority? No, hey. The only someone that has the authority to decide who's legit or who's not legit is the Grand Lodge for which you are a part of. Your Grand Lodge can say that Grand Lodge over there is not considered regular to us. And that's what you'll get. You know, so that's who makes that decision. But however, if you take upon your obligation as it is, Prince Hall, an organization, okay. How's it? Ooh, boy, y'all, man. Eddie, oh, Freemason Unlocked, what's up, bruh? It was good talking to you just a little while ago, face to face. It was great. Appreciate the conversation. Anytime, anytime. So the ideal is that we who are black, ancient, free, and accepted Masons, it is just time for us to really set our own standards, do us, you know, and let the chips fall where they may. But and when I say do us, that is to simply say that sometimes you just have to move on, man, and just forget all of the BS that we hear about you are not this, you are not that. We are black, ancient, free, and accepted Masons. And that's as simple as that. And that's how we have to look at it. That's how we have to groove with it and keep it going. Prince Hall as an origin there, exception in our house niggas. Ooh, Freemason Unlocked, you must be really on one today, bruh. You must be really on one, you know. But, you know, it's just time for us to really set the record straight, as I said in that last video I did. You know, we can't sit idly by and just let somebody throw rocks at you, and you looking at them like, man, why are you throwing rocks at me? You know, and here's the thing. I'm not going to put everybody in a box, because that would not be the right thing to do. But for those who like to put other people in boxes, those who like to say that you are not recognized, that you are not regular, that you are not this, they have to look at themselves. And I say that because the thing is that if you're saying that about me, what does it say about you? What does it really say about you if you're saying that about me? And that is the craziest thing. I can't wrap my hands around it. You know, my thing is that if you are a part of the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason, it's time for you just to stand up, tell everybody, don't even worry about what people say. Just represent you, do you. Enjoy the Freemasonry, enjoy the craft, enjoy your brothers in the lodge that you're in. If the lodge you're in ain't doing what they should do, then you move on and find one that's doing the things that you want to, that you care about, that you want to be part of. I have a story. This is true. Now, I think I've said it before. I appreciate it. Listen to the past Grandmaster speak the truth today. I appreciate it. But I would say this. I have a couple of Filipino brothers who was in my lodge. And they stayed about 100 miles from where the lodge was at, and they had to come to the meetings. And I got that. And, you know, we try to have certain foods. You know, it's a Filipino brother. You know, they got their own culture. They got their own food. But because of me and our conversation and the things that we enjoyed with each other, they joined my lodge. Hosea Lodge number 7. Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason. They joined the lodge. They was great brothers to have in. And they came up to me and they said, Brother Harkins, I really like the lodge. And I enjoy the fellowship, and I love the brothers. I've learned a lot. You know, but I just don't, and I understood. I understood. So you know what I did for that brother? I pointed him to a all Filipino lodge. They hunt, they fish, they hike, they do all, that's what he wanted to do. And I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Now I will do some hiking. I do. I will even do some camping with you every now and then. I haven't fished since I left Mississippi. So, you know, I wasn't getting down like that no more. But however, that brother wanted that fellowship. And you have to be able to point that brother in a direction to get him the fellowship he wants. And you know what? When you do that, he's going to be true to you. He's going to be true to you. And I see this brother often at my job. And bruh, we have conversations. And he tells me all the time, Brother Hawkins, I thank you. I appreciate you. And you know what? That's what it's really all about. Taking a brother, showing him, hey, you know, this may be a better fit for you. And when you do that, man, Freemasonry, you have just practiced Freemasonry. But a lot of us don't want to do that, because the first thing we say is, you know what, if you go over there, they going to take your money. They're going to spend your money. They're going to do this. Look, there are a lot of bad lodges, be it black or white or Filipino or Hispanic or whatever race or nationality you want to say. There are a lot of bad lodges out there. And when you get that, then you'll know. You will know. You definitely will know. That ain't the lodge you need to be in. It's not. So we need to stop saying only those lodges are only over here. No, it's across the board. It's across the board. There are some good white lodges, some good black lodges, some good Filipino lodges. You just have to find a lodge that fit for you. And when you find that lodge that fits for you, man, that's the happiest place to be. Because those brothers are going to invite you to their home. They're going to invite you into their life. Hey, that's what Freemasonry is all about. If you are a part of a lodge and you've never been to any of those members' homes and met their wives, their family, their kids, and hadn't had that fellowship, you got to question that. I'm just saying. If you are in a Masonic lodge and you have not been to the brothers' homes that you're part of their lodge, and you haven't visited their homes, I'm talking about at least more than 3 or 4 of them, and especially the master. And if you haven't been to their home to have break bread with them, or if they haven't come to your home to break bread with you, then you want to think that. I'm serious. I wouldn't want to be in a lodge to where the worshipful master and myself hadn't come to my house to break bread with me. And that's real. Now, I don't know about some of you. I wouldn't do that. You know, worshipful master, I'm having dinner tonight. I want to invite you to my house. I understand that you got some things to do here and there. But if I extend an invitation, you keep turning me down, there's an issue. In that lodge, between me and you, it is just as simple, because Masonry is supposed to bring you together. It's really that brotherhood. It is truly that. But, like I said, if you got brothers in your lodge and you've never been over to their home or know anything about them, you better check them, because, because something ain't right. It's too much cream or too much sugar in that coffee. That's for real. So, if you guys got anything you want to talk about tonight, I've done some talking, hit me up, go ahead and let me know. Let's expound upon it. Let's have that conversation. I was going to try to bring my brother, Freemasonry Unlocked. He and I got to get together. We got to do something. And we're going to really, I like him. We can agree to disagree, but the respect that I have for this brother is mutual. He's out of New York, and I'm just sending him a big shout out, you know, tonight, because it was just good to talk to him. But hey, check this out. I'm going to share something with you. This is a proclamation from 1935. 1935. It is the 59th biannual session of the United Supreme Council under the leadership of J.C. Parker. This is an original copy of that proclamation that went out. And it's good to have things like that in your archive. Let me tell you. You know, who else was here? I'm gonna see who's there. Yeah, okay, I'm back. I lost the feed, and then I'm just going over this proclamation here from 1935. This is a proclamation from when J.C. Parker was the most puissant sovereign grand commander. I have another nugget I'm gonna share with you. Check this out. I got something else I'm gonna share with you. This picture right here I want to share with you is going to be from let's see, I want to say 1965. I'm going back to 1965 here, if I can find the picture. Okay, I'm coming up on it. I'll be there in just a second there. Okay, so here's a picture right here from 1965, when these group of brothers right here, okay, these group of brothers right here, they went to the World Masonic Congress over in Luxembourg, and it simply says making history. So like I said, these brothers right here, you know, this is when they went over to Luxembourg to visit there over in Berlin, and this was at the World Masonic Congress. And let's see, I'm gonna make sure I get, let's see, it just says, it says here at 9 p.m. on Friday, August the 6th, 1965, a flight number 504 to London left JFK Airport out of New York, bearing the delegates from the United Supreme Council, Sovereign Grand Inspector General for the Southern and Western Masonic Jurisdiction, United States. At that time, H.B. Turner was the most puissant Sovereign Grand Commander of the at that time, and they was headed to the Masonic World Congress. And bruh, you know, it's a beautiful thing. Great set, great, very informative. Oh, I appreciate it. yeah, so that's them. Now here's right here. This picture right here is the I don't know if you can kind of see it a little bit. Hold it there. Yeah, this picture right here is from convention in July 1934. This is Mount Clara, New Jersey. This is at a Masonic convention of the United Supreme Council, Southern and Western Masonic jurisdiction. Okay, and so you had, at this time, you have G.C. Williams, who's the Sovereign Grand Commander. Brother G.C. Williams is the most puissant Sovereign Grand Commander at that time. This picture right here is out from New York. Okay, this picture right here is from New York. These are some legends out of Freemason right here. And let me tell you who is all in this picture. You have the one and only. You have H.B. Turner in this picture right here. You have William R. Dames in this picture right here. You have J.D. Henry in this picture. You have Noble Johnson in this picture. You have David Williams from Mississippi, Natchez, Mississippi in this picture. You have Reverend H.W. Lewis from Louisiana out of this picture. You have Carl Williams out of New York. Man, you have the Sovereign Grand Commander Randolph D. Lane was in this picture. You know, Peter Sanders is in this picture from Maryland. You know, you have some heavy hitters right here. Some heavy hitters, you know. So I just want to share with you some pictures and out of some history and stuff I got. And maybe you yourself can go back and check it out. So I'm going to share this with you. This picture here, this picture right here, are all black Masons. They're all black Masons. Okay, and check it out. This picture right here was taken in 1904. And these Masons are from Ingersburg. So it was in 1904. And the name of this lodge is Morality Lodge number 1362 out of Gunya. Okay? Ingersburg Masonic Lodge 1904. Members of the lodge was Morality number 1362 out of Gunya. Right here. These are all black Masons. All. I'm just saying, we have a rich history, brothers. So, you know, when people say what, you know, this and that about us, no. No, Don't take it laying down. Don't just take it lightly. Hold on just a second. Turn that light on back there, give me some more light. But yeah, I'm just saying, don't just take it laying down, brothers. And indulge yourself into your history of your lodge, your Supreme Council. See how it became, where it got started at. Because there's like 5 United Supreme Councils that I personally know of that split off after Jones' death. After John G. Jones passed away and Steelyard, especially after Steelyard passed away, it just was who let the dogs out, because those brothers at that time, man, they couldn't wait to be in a leadership position. So they started to develop their own Supreme Council, their own General Grand Masonic Congresses. And there are 5 of them that I personally know of that I can say, hey, they were officers. When men look out for each other, when they let each other know where they could find work, you best believe that. But I'm gonna come back to that one. But yeah, for sure, you know, when you can identify your first most puissant Sovereign Grand Commander, that is how you can actually say how you got to be where you're at. And I only say that because of the black, ancient, free, and accepted Masons, and basically how you're structured. You have the General Grand Masonic Congresses, which brings together all of those Grand Lodges that works to form that body. Then you have your Supreme Council. Whereas in a lot of times, I would say some councils have 2 most puissant Sovereign Grand Commander, one for the Northern and one for the Eastern. and some break it up southern. You know, they just break it up, but that's usually they have two of them. And I would say for the most part, those of us who are part of what we would call the Southern and Western Masonic jurisdiction, we have one Most Puissant Sovereign Grand Commander, and all of the following degrees fall up that person, be it the Scottish Rite or the York Rite. And then the Grand Lodges formulate what we call the General Grand Masonic Congress or the Council of Grand Masters. That is how basically we are structured. And if I'm wrong, somebody can let me know, but I believe I'm kind of right on target. So, like I said, if you got something you want to talk about tonight, just hit me up and let's have that conversation. You can put in the questions right here on the side, and we're going to have that conversation, brothers. And for those of you who are watching, I really appreciate you, you know, and I just want to spread the semen of brotherly love, you know, and try to set the record straight about who we are and what we stand for as the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. People are going to call you bogus. They're going to call you clandestine, but they can call me whatever they want to call me. But I don't have to answer to it. That's one thing you have to understand, brothers. People can call you whatever you want to call you, but if you don't answer to it, that's not your name. It's not my name. I'm not going to answer to it. So that's how we have to look upon that. And I'm going to share something else with you. I'm sharing a lot tonight. I got a lot of little nuggets I'm sharing. This is just one of the journals I did. This here journal here. I think this is probably my first journal. I had to go back and redo some stuff after I found out some information. And I got about 6 journals. And I have them because I try to keep information people share with me and compile it and put it all in just one notebook. And I don't mind sharing it, you know. I don't mind sharing it. But this here journal right here, this is beautiful right here. This is from 1869 to 1998. This is my Supreme Council. This is one of our journals here that we have. And bro, you know, I would tell you to make sure that they put these things here together for you. You know, I'm gonna share this picture right here. Some of y'all may know this brother right here. You know, this brother right here. He's out of Houston, Texas. This is brother. Let me see. I'm trying to see if they got his name down here. Oh, brother Lawrence Bostic. He's the past Grand Master for. He's the past Grand Master for UMW, United Most Wishful Scottish Rite Grand Lodge out of Texas. Just want to send them a shout out, bruh. I know you guys are hosting the Supreme Council come this year in July. I know you're doing it up. I'm gonna try my best to be at that Supreme Council in Houston, Texas. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so if you want to be down with the movement of the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons, I'm going to give you my email address. My email address is going to be Hosea, that's HOSEALODGE @yahoo.com. Hit me up and I'll just send you some information to make sure that, you know, we're all on par. We're just trying to make sure that this movement here is not going to die. No, because we've been here too long and been here too strong just to say, just to let it die. No, the time is now to set the record straight. The time is now for us to unite. We don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow, no, we have to do that now. We have to be on task now to say who we are and what we're all about. And that's for real. Thank you there, brother. I appreciate it. And that's for real. And I'm going to share something else with you. Man, looking back in some of these books makes me think. Now, right here, this is when we was over in Africa. So don't ever tell nobody, don't ever say that we on travel. This is when we was in Africa, okay? That's 1998. We were over in Africa visiting, right? So no, don't trip. Don't trip. Oh yeah, we get around, baby. Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons, we get around. No, no, we definitely get around. As a matter of fact, As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a picture. This picture right here at the bottom, right here at the bottom, what we did is that when they went over to Africa, they actually opened a school over there. This is the school right here. This is the school. Here we over here, we're dedicating the school. This is the proclamation of all who was there. You know, this is part of our history. This is part of our history, bruh. And when I say us, I'm talking, this is part of our history. You know, this is what it's all about. So when people say, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that, man, I get a kick out of that. You don't know how much I get a kick out of it. I get a real kick. I'm gonna share something else with you. This is gonna be funny. Okay, so when people talk noise, oh, brother Otis Salisbury, he posted up something today on Facebook about a Masonic ritual he had, and I would say this here, bruh. For those of you who don't know, I got quite a few different Masonic rituals. Quite a few different ones. And when people say that our obligations are the same, they are very similar. Obligations are very similar. The one in Duncan's is a little different from the one in Leicester's, okay? The one in Leicester's is a little from the one I take because my Grand Lodge has its own ritual, we do. And the one that's in Prince Hall Grand Lodge of California, because I have one of the rituals, is a little different. It's basically the same. It's really a Duncan's obligation. As a matter of fact, hold on just a second. See that? Boom. Huh? See? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Yeah. It's just like any other Masonic ritual, you know. And I like this one. I think this is one. This is that one that's coded. I really like that one. That Masonic ritual right here. I really like this one. It's an old one. I really like that one. Here's another Masonic ritual. It doesn't even have anything else on it. It's just black. And this was a gift from a family. When my most puissant sovereign Grand Commander passed away some years ago, Esau E. Baxter, his family allowed me to go in and collect some of his Masonic stuff, and he had that in there. Here's another one right here. This is from Kansas. This one right here is from Kansas. So, you know, look how small it is. It's a nice ritual, though. See? It's a nice ritual. Oh, yeah. Just like the different versions of the Bible. Similar, but slightly different. Absolutely. Absolutely similar. Yep. This one here is from Colorado. It's called the Craftsman. I kind of dig this one. This one, I'll tell you what, bro. This little book right here is deep, and I'll give that to him. This one right here, this is from Indiana. Indiana, okay? This is from Indiana. It's a little, and it's beautiful, and I like them. You know, damn, make me want to go back and just read through them again. You know, and this one is from New Mexico. This is from New Mexico. This one right here. You know, so. You know, people say, well, how do you get these books? Wait, you know what? I'm going to tell you. I've had brothers that pass away. Their family gives me the rituals, or people who I work with, they know I'm a Mason, and if their grandfather's son passed away, they would tell me, hey, Brother Hawkins, I know you're a Mason, brother. You know, you want to come on by the house? My grandfather passed away. I just want to give some stuff. And they give it to you. But, you know, you have to respect, you know, who you are in the craft. And people know, man. People know. They know. I'm quite sure most of you have this here book right here. Most of you have this one. And a lot of you definitely, I know a lot of you definitely have this one, right? Just a few that I want to share with you, because I'm going to tell you, bruh, there's a lot of Masonic rituals out there. A lot of them. So everybody is not going to be on the same page when it comes to opening and when it comes to closing a lodge. No, no, no. Everybody is not going to be on the same page. Not at all. I'm going to put these back. Not at all. Hey, check this one out. This one is called, you see the name of that one? I can just hold it up there for a minute. This book right here, man, I got into this book one time and I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This book here is from 1958. This here ritual right here. You know, man, it's this is a Masonic ritual, and this is hot. Yeah, look at the name, if you can see it. I'm just saying. So, brothers of the craft, you know, sisters of the order. Let me talk to my sisters for a moment. Oh my goodness, my sisters, fairest amongst thousands, altogether lovely. Boy, when you guys put on that white with that slash coming up, whoa, man, got the crowns on and the fezzes on. My sisters, y'all are beautiful. And I just want to say, I appreciate my sisters of the Order of the Eastern Star. Whether it be Elite chapter out of LA, Umoja chapter here in San Diego, Presta chapter out of LA, there's another chapter. Whether, you know, all of those chapters, I really appreciate their work in what they do. You know, it's man. Oh, and I got a chapter meeting on Monday. You know, my worthy matron, hey, you better make sure you be at your chapter meeting. I'm like, God dang, you sound like the wishful master trying to make somebody come to a chapter meeting. My goodness. You know, Elite. Oh man, there's a few more chapters I'm missing, and boy, I sure hope they don't get mad at me. But those are just a few chapters that I like to hang around. Them sisters put in some work, you know. And I just want to let my sisters know, I don't care what state you're in, what jurisdiction you're in, I appreciate my sisters when I see them, because I've seen some brothers run up on some sisters and they couldn't stand the fight. Sisters, they know they work. Now you brothers, when you run up on them sisters, man, y'all, come on now. Really? Y'all know exactly who you are when you run up on a sister. Hey, sister, blah, 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 blah. Man, them sisters come out of pocket. You're best to become an Eastern Star when you want to talk to a sister. I'll tell a brother that in a minute. Become an Eastern Star. Get initiated. Yeah, get initiated in Eastern Star. The work of the Eastern Star is beautiful. It is definitely beautiful. And you can't say nothing about it. You really can't. And here's the craziest thing. The Order of the Eastern Star originated out of France. Sure did. Originated out of France. And once it got here to the United States, the whole format for the Eastern Star changed. The whole thing, it became more of a Christian organization. Best believe that. You can look it up for yourself. I had a book here. I don't know where my book is at. Hold on. This book right here, Eastern Stars. This should be in every Eastern Star collections of book. This book right here. This book is the Eastern Star, the evolution from a rite to an order. Everyone should have that book right there. And Brother Omar, Omar, the most wishful Grand Master, the most wishful Sons of Light, Grand Lodge of California. Good talking to you, brother, tonight. Oh, yeah. Hey, brother Leon, what's up, bro? It was good talking to you, too. Yeah. But this ritual right here is written by the one and only Grand Master, the most wishful Sons of Light, Grand Lodge. He's also the most most eminent Grand Master of the Knights Templars, you know, and he wrote this book. And this ritual right here, man, it's beautiful. And if you're going to get this ritual, you got to go to him to get it. I just want to say thank you for my copy. Definitely. Every jurisdiction should write their own rituals. I encourage that. I definitely. Those sisters are something else. Laughing out, but you got to love them. Just become the patron of my chapter. And oh yeah, bruh. The patron of a chapter. Look. You know how you go in a chapter and them sisters going at it? You as a patron, just sit back and relax. Don't interject until everything is quiet down. Then you have to calmly interject. Because if you go in, man, them sisters will eat you up. You patrons, bruh, don't go in the chapter trying to boast, I'm the patron of the chapter and give me your charter because y'all ain't acting right. Man, you come out of there limping. Them sisters don't play. Them sisters don't play. And I like my sisters. My sisters are off the chain. I'm gonna put these back. But this ritual right here, I just hold up the wall. You ain't lying, just hold the wall up, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, this ritual right here is from the most wishful Sons of Light, Grand Lodge of California. It was written by the one and only Grand Master Omar Scarf, Grand Master State. He is also the most eminent Grand Master of the Knights Templars for his jurisdiction. And this ritual right here, he wrote it. So if you want one, you gotta call him up. All right, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put these back. I'm back. I was looking for another book. Oh, I'm gonna share this with you too. Peace and love. Oh, family, what's up? What's up, man? This book right here, okay? It's not a ritual. It's a Robert's Rules of Order. Apply some of this to your jurisdiction. Apply some of this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna share this with you. You should actually have that as standard protocol for your members. You really should. Hold on. This is I'm gonna share this with you. So, in my jurisdiction, we have a couple of different things. We have right here, this is our bylaws. This is our bylaws, okay? Ancient customs, all right. For real. Calvin Johnson, what's up, bro? So this is our bylaws, right? This is what we call the John G. Jones Masonic Constitution Code. JGJ Masonic Constitution. That's going to be our bylaws is separate. This is it right here. So we have our Constitution and our bylaws are two separate things. Some jurisdictions may say that the Constitution and bylaws are the same thing. You know, whatever works for you, but our jurisdiction chose to have that a little separate. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, bruh. What's up, brother Muhammad? Assalamu alaikum, bruh. For real. Yeah, so, oh, Ramadan. Is Ramadan? I'm gonna come back to that. But yeah, so we call this here book right here is JGJ MCC, Masonic Code. This is our Masonic Code. This tells you how you should carry yourself, how to write letters, how to the business of your lodge, how it should be conducted. When a Grand Master comes to visit, how you should treat him. It has everything in here about how our jurisdiction is run, and we have this one. Yes, the Robert Russell Order is simply a traditional book to help. Yes, it is. But everybody don't have that book, though. Everybody don't have it, and everybody should have it, but everybody don't. Everybody don't. I'm going to put these back so I don't forget them. So, this notebook right here, has, it's an informational notebook. So when I want to revert back to something, I can do that. It's full of lectures. It's full of just different nuggets. And when I say nuggets, it's just deals with, it has different things about Freemasonry that that I think would be great. Like, take for instance, what is a Mason? You know, the whole thing. What is a Masonic Lodge? This whole thing was a lecture that was done, and I take lectures and I put them away. You know, you never know when you're going to have to do one yourself, and it's at your fingertips. You know, and here's another one that was given to me. This is called the 10 Commandments of Freemasonry. This is called the 10 Commandments of Freemasonry, you know, and I think every brother should learn what I would call the 10 Commandments of Freemasonry. And if you want to know what they are, send me your email me, and I'll make a copy and get it to you. You know, I'm just going through some things tonight. Okay, this one is called the this is another lecture that I have. It's called the Masonic Membership Card. It breaks it down. I'll send you this lecture. You know, if you hit me up, hosealodge@yahoo.com, HOSEALODGE. You know, if you hit me up, I'll make sure you get the various lectures that I'm sharing with you tonight, and start and get yourself a notebook, bros and sisters and brothers. Get yourself a notebook and just start putting lectures inside of those notebooks. So when you go places and stuff, and you're trying to think of a good lecture to do, boom, you got that one. And here's another one. This one right here is the experience of a rusty Mason. And this even speaks about entering the lodge of the 3, 5, and 7. Oh, that's deep. Everybody can't do that. You know. Everybody can't do that. I just, like, you know, it is what it is. Everybody can't do it. And I'm going to share, let's see what else here. The lecture on the lambskin apron. What's the lambskin apron all about? You know, the legend of Harem Abiff. You know, all of that stuff. Physical yet spiritual. Yes, sir. Peace, big dog. What's up? Can any Master Mason in Eastern... Let me see. Oh, man, I can't bring that back up. Oh, okay. Peace, big brother. Can any Master Mason be an Eastern Star? Yes. If you are a Master Mason, you can become an Eastern Star. Yes, sir. And I will tell you this. Get initiated. Don't just go in and because you're a Master Mason, you get obligated. Have them sisters to initiate you. Oh, yeah. You didn't know that there's a Masonic initiation for the Order of the Eastern Star? There is. There is a Masonic initiation, a Master Mason initiation for the Eastern Star. Yes, sir. You heard it here. If you didn't already know, and nobody never told you, there is. There is. And that's the best thing for you. And then you can experience what they experience. So, and I would tell any brother that. But like I said, with this here particular book, this notebook right here, I just keep it because it has a lot of different lectures in it. You know, lectures, brothers. You know, as long as you've been traveling, you should have your notebook full of lectures and things that you can go and pull up in regards to Freemasonry. You should. Hold on a second. I got something else I want to share. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to see if I got this right. I want to definitely send a big shout out to my past Grandmaster, Michael P. McCulley. Bruh, some jurisdictions don't allow wishful masters to be worthy patron over OES chapter. Wait a minute. Come back. Oh, wait a minute. Bruh, Wait a minute. You saying some wishful masters don't allow wishful master to be a worthy patron? What? What jurisdiction is that, bro? Come on back with that one. Come on back with it. Because that's yeah, you need to read. Yeah, brother, some jurisdictions don't allow wishful master to be the worthy patron over the OES chapter. The work that work under them. They do, ooh, do y'all do that too? No. Brother Phil Jackson, every chapter that works up under this jurisdiction must have a worthy patron. Period. Yeah, you got to have a worthy patron, bro. That's the standard protocol in this jurisdiction. Now, is that in your bylaws somewhere, or is that just something you guys just picked up as customary? You have to check that out. I'm going to send a big shout out and best wishes to Rising Star Lodge number 16. Rising Star Lodge number 16. No, I apologize. Rising Star chapter number 16. I want to send a big shout out to you tonight. Rising Star. Also, Hadassah chapter out of Los Angeles, California. Hadassah chapter. That's my chapter. I'm their worthy patron. I'll see you on Monday. Yes, sir. I'll be there at 7 o'clock. Hadassah chapter. Love you guys. Looking forward to that fellowship. Also, tomorrow, Elite chapter. I'll be there for the support. Grandmaster told me I had to go. So that's the only reason I'm going to go. Yeah, you too. But definitely, you should. Bro, you got to come back with that. Is that something in your bylaws or something? You know, that's kind of odd. Yeah, I'm laughing at that too, Brother Muhammad. I'm laughing, bruh. Woo, yeah, that's on fire right there. So, hey, we've been on this for about an hour, and I just want to say I appreciate you brothers for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you, man, and if there's anything that I can do Masonically to help you along the way as you go this journey, I'm there. I'm there, you know, and I think all of us who are Masons should be there for each other. Hold on a second. Man, I'm missing a lot. Did the Prince Hall brothers from Think Tank reach out after? No, they haven't reached me at all. The Prince Hall brothers from that Think Tank has not contacted me at all. And I'm going to say that, hey, I'm here. You know, sometimes you just get tired of just listening to the rhetoric. I mean, you know, look, if we're going to have that conversation about each other, have it with the next person you're talking about. If you're talking about me, don't just talk about me behind my back. Call me up on the phone and let's have that conversation. If it seems like it's that important to them to continue to talk about the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. It seems like we're that important to them. And if we're that important to them, then something ain't, you know. Brother Tony, one of them left a comment in that episode. Yeah, they did. I got to go back. Hey, Brother Freemason Unlocked, if you can get that to me, I appreciate it. I really do. I need one of your journals with all the pictures. Leon Simmons, I tell you what. I'll get that to you. I'll do my best. Don't hold it to me right now. I got grand session coming up. Hey, Steve, let me hit you back, bro. In just a few minutes, all right? Okay, late. Yeah, you know. Oh, by the way, to the brothers from Mississippi, John G. Jones Lodge number 1903 out of Inverness, Mississippi, sending you a big shout out. I'm looking forward to the fellowship at the grand session coming up next weekend. You know, I am. I'm looking forward to the fellowship, and I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you. Okay, he said, oh, the records of John G. Jones being arrested. Look, they've already sent me newspaper articles. I don't want newspaper articles telling me John G. Jones was arrested. I want to see the booking paper where, you know, you put that little sign up under there that says 385173001. That number, you know, that booking number that they give everybody. I want that. And don't tell me they didn't have pictures back then either. Oh, they don't have no pictures. No, send me the police record from the state from which he was arrested. And if you want to know something else, if you look up the name John G. Jones, Man, it's 50 names. It's 50. Yeah, it's about 50. It's a little, yeah. I'm talking about John G. Jones. Around that same time he was born. Yeah, I done my research, bro. I done my research on that. What's up? What's up, man? I appreciate you there, brother, from, what's that? Magnewton, number 214. Ancient Free and Accepted Mason. Welcome aboard. As you know, you have PHA brothers that love you. You know what? I know, and I love you too. And that's for real. You know why? Because first thing first, let's look at this. To my PHA brothers, I'm going to say this to you. We were black men before we were Masons. Let's have an understanding about that. Then you get initiated into this thing we call Freemasonry. That should bring us even closer. I don't care if you're modern, free, internet. You know what? I really don't care about what jurisdiction you're from. When you tell me that you're a Mason, you have taken an obligation to your jurisdiction as far as Freemasonry is concerned. And I understand that all the obligations are not the same, so I'm not going to even get into the debate. But the mere fact that we can talk in regards to Freemasonry and what it is, even if your jurisdiction is different than mine, you may do something different, that's your jurisdiction. That has nothing to do with me. What brings us together is the fact that we're Masons, period. And that's where it's at now. You can't come visit me, I can't come visit you. Throw that out the door. Let's go have some good barbecue somewhere. Let's go have a good dinner somewhere. Let's go fellowship. Let's go enjoy each other's company. Look, 98% of the time, in most, if not all Masonic lodges, you're doing the same thing most of them are doing. You're doing a lecture, you're meeting, you're opening, you're closing, you're talking about a scholarship, you're talking about doing some charitable work, you're doing elections, maybe you're having your large elections. That's basically, look, that's it. That's really it in a nutshell. People say, well, you're talking too much, you're giving too many things away. That's it in a nutshell. James Morgan, PHA guy. Okay, yeah, he hit me up. I saw that. He put a newspaper clipping in there. And I had seen that clipping before, but give me something better than a newspaper clipping, bro. That's all I reached out to James Morgan and I inboxed him. I told him to do that, but he's on vacation with his wife. I respect that. But I did inform him, hey, you know what? You got to do better than a newspaper clipping. If you're going to, because I put a $100 bet out there. And I said, if somebody can show me where John G. Jones was arrested, the John G. Jones that, that we talk about was arrested for unmasonic stuff, I'm cool with that. John Hanson said he was arrested for, in New York for embezzlement. I'm waiting. And I tell you what, today is the 31st, I think, or something like that. Anyway, maybe the 1st, 31st, whatever. But what I'm saying is this. Next month, somebody got to bring me something. I'm pulling it off the deck. A month, 30 days. That's it. I'm going to add you so I can catch you. Oh, okay, bro. All right, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But like I said, I'm going back to my Prince Hall brothers who may be watching. I just want you to know, look, we as black, we're black men before we're Masons off the top. And then we are Masons. Now, if the fact that I'm a Mason and I'm not part of your jurisdiction, we shouldn't be going at each other. We should actually be more respectable to each other because of the work that we put in. That's just my own opinion. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just sending that shout out to all of my Prince Hall brothers, because we're black men before we're anything else. Because when the police pulls you over, he ain't asking you what jurisdiction you in, if you're regular or irregular. And that's the truth of the matter. So we have to understand that first and foremost. We're in a fight together. We shouldn't be fighting against each other. We're in this thing together. Because the same system, justice system that you up against, I'm up against. So this 3-letter, 4-letter, you this, you that, that's the craziest stuff, and we need to stop that. He's okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. He's a member He's a member of a lodge that was originally a John G. Jones lodge. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. But I'm going to say this. I'm going back and say this to my Prince Hall brothers and to any other brother. Look, man, we got to stop all this so-called 3-letter, 4-letter, I'm a this, I'm a that. You're irregular. You know why? And I'm going back to what I just said a couple of minutes ago. If you get pulled over by the police and your skin is like this, yeah, it's like this, man, they gonna look at, they ain't looking at you no different than they looking at me. They ain't saying, hey, you know what, you're irregular, you're clandestine. Man, look, bruh, we have to do better. We got to show more respect toward each other in this thing we call Freemasonry. It's deeper than that. And we can do so much more if we would just respect each other a little bit more. That's all I've ever said. You don't have to invite me to come to your lodge, but the mere fact that when we see each other in the community that we can actually say, look, this is what we need to come together and do. Let's just put Freemasonry on the side. But as black men, this is what we have to do. Let's do it that way. You know, because if Masonry makes you a good man, makes a good man a better man, well, let's show that then. If Masonry makes a good man a better man, let's show that, because it's showing that you're already a good man. It's showing that. So just set aside that craziness that we have, that animosity that we have with each other, and just go straight and say, look, bro, let's go do it. Let's go down and pick up a youngster and show him what it is to become a man. Let's go get some group of kids. Let's do something. Instead of just sitting here on these group pages trying to figure out, am I better than you? That's what kids do. I'm better than you. Yeah, okay. You're better than me. Now help me to become better. And that's the thing. We should be helping each other to become better, not just because I'm in this lodge or that lodge, but because I'm a black man. We should be looking to uplift each other. I have nothing against another black man, because hell, we're in the same boat. Oh, we ain't? Really? Ask Tiger Woods. Huh? We ain't in the same boat? He got more money than all of us. Ask Tiger Woods how it feels. They didn't say that he was mulatto or he was Filipino when he got pulled over. They said he was a black man. Period. I'm just saying we gotta get past that. And who cares? Many black Mason lawyers who were arrested in those days, like Thurgood Marshall, bias of the claim was that Jones, and was arrested for yeah, bullshit. Yeah, for real. Okay, so yes, I am on Facebook. I am on Facebook. You can hit me up. I use my legitimate name on Facebook. My government issued name is Tony Hawkins. You can look me up on Facebook, bro. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you what. I'm not accepting everybody as a friend on Facebook. You know, because, and I would tell you this, because if you posting some crazy stuff, I ain't having it. Nope, nope, I'm not having it. So I'm down for the cause, but we have to be respectable. And that's all I've ever said across the board in regards to anything I've ever said or done. We have to be respectable about it. So if you look me up on Facebook, as a matter of fact, the best thing you can do is inbox me or messenger me. That would be a safe bet. Check your email out. Okay. What did you ask me for? Hey, Brother Muhammad, what did you ask me for on my email? If you can type it, maybe I can get it to you tonight. You know, I'm off work tomorrow, so tonight would be a great time for me to get whatever I got to get to you. That would be great. That's for real. So look, we've been on this thing about an hour and 15 minutes. Anybody else got anything they got? Not my brother. I live by, and okay, all right, that's cool. 357, I got you. All right, you hit me up, boom, I got you covered. I'll get you, no doubt about it. I would get you. That's some crazy thing. I'm watching the reflection in the background. I got this light right there. You see that? You see that light pop on? You know. But anyway, you probably don't. But yeah, so Also, I don't know what, if you're a noble of the Mystery Shrine, ancient Arabic order nobles of the Mystery Shrine, please come join us in July in Chicago, Illinois. I think that's around the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, something like that. But we're going to be in Chicago that weekend. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you the exact weekend. We're going to be in Chicago, Illinois, celebrating 125 years of the ancient Arabic order nobles of the Mystery Shrine. You don't want to miss it. You got to come out and fellowship, bros. As a matter of fact, it's going to be July the 12th, July the 12th, the 13th, and 14th. Chicago, Illinois. Come on out. Bring the fezzes. Let's celebrate John G. Jones. Ancient Arabic Order Nobles of Mystery Shrine, 125 years, bruh. It's gonna be nice, nobles. It's gonna be. I'm there. I'm in the house. The original Shriners, yes, sir. We're gonna be, man. I can't wait to July the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. Check it out. So look, I'm gonna hit Chicago. When I leave Chicago, boom, I'm off to somewhere else. You know. That's how we get down. That's how we get down. I got about 4 nobles coming with me from California, from my temple. We coming there to enjoy the fellowship. Don't forget, you got to pay your registration. If I'm not mistaken, I think registration is $70. You know, so let's go towards. They're going to be doing a lecture. They're going to be visiting John G. Jones' gravesite, and a whole lot of things going to be taking place. So if you are in Chicago, July the 12th, the 13th, and 14th. For John G. Jones celebration, look me up. I can't wait. I can't wait. I think we're going to have a wonderful and great time. And I'm looking forward to the fellowship with all of my nobles, all of my brothers. Even if you ain't a noble, come on through. Even if you ain't a noble, come on through. For real. That's what I'm talking about right there. And that's the great thing about the Fraternal Order of Freemasonry, is that it doesn't matter what jurisdiction you're in. When you are a black, ancient, free, and accepted Mason, man, we enjoy the fellowship. And we enjoy the ancient customs of Freemasonry. That's me saying that. Some other brothers may see it differently. But that's me, and that's how I see it, because I've experienced it. And I tell every brother, get yourself a Masonic passport. Man, there's nothing like having a nice Masonic passport when you travel to these different places. I have one, and when I travel, I have the brothers to sign it. And there's nothing like it. You can always reflect upon it and look at your visits. Man, you know, the brothers over in the Bahamas, they get down. You know, I just want to send a big shout out to my Freemasons over in the Bahamas. Hey, I appreciate you. When I was there the last time, man, I had a great time. They got a nice Masonic hall right there. I enjoyed that company, you know. So if you can ever go outside the United States and visit lodges, ain't nothing like it. You know, if you can go beyond the Bahamas, if you can go to wherever, if you can go to Kenya, go. You know, Masonry is a beautiful thing when you are able to put your pennies together and travel. And don't let nobody tell you can't travel. That's a bunch of crock. Brothers, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Anyone that tells you that you can't travel, that's mean that they ain't got their money together and they can't go nowhere. That's a fact. When people, oh, you can't go here. Man, look. I'm blessed. I have a decent job. I save my money and I go. And always remember, I tell everybody, and I say it over and over again, go where you are welcome to go. And man, when you get there, you're going to have a ball. And if you ever been to Chicago during the month of like early August, they have that where all of the different jurisdictions come together for that barbecue in the park thing they do once a year. Man, I've gone 3 times. I've gone 3 times and I've had a ball all 3 times. I've never seen so many black people in my life. I'm for real, bro. You know, I'm in California, you know. We scattered like pepper. But I'm going to tell you, bro, I was in Chicago. Man, we was at the park. And them brothers, them sisters, man, they had their tents up and they was doing their thing, man. I had an awesome time. Let me tell you, Grandmaster Meeks from New Jerusalem Grand Lodge, bruh, I love that ride you got. Man, I enjoyed it. Man, there's nothing like it. Brothers, look, you got to get out of your jurisdiction. Go visit somebody else, man. Ain't nothing, I'm excited about it. I'm telling you, I get hyped. When it comes time to traveling, when I go to Houston, when I go home to Mississippi, when I go to Chicago, when I've gone to Indiana, when I've gone to Arizona, when I've man, ain't nothing like it. When I'm going to Atlanta, Brother Melvin Little, I'm coming back to Atlanta, brother. I'm coming back to Atlanta, Melvin. You best believe that. I may drive my car because I need it painted. Melvin Little, I'm talking to you. You know, Virginia, Abraham Grand Lodge out of Virginia, bruh. You know, Grandmaster David. I've had, man, you talking about having a good time. For real. You know, I'm just saying, bruh, I'm going to tell you, last year I went to Oakland, California to visit a Hispanic lodge. Oh, we need to get you to Louisiana? I tell you what. I tell you, this is what I'll do. Since you're saying I need to get to Louisiana. I'm going to get to Louisiana this year. You hear me talking? I'm for real. I'm going to get to Louisiana this year. I'm going to make sure I get there. Whether it be on the back end of my vacation or on the front end of my vacation, I'm going to get to Louisiana. As a matter of fact, in July, the latter part of July, I will be through Louisiana. The latter part of July, like the last weekend in July, I will be traveling through Louisiana. And if I can stop for a day or 2 days, maybe even 3 days, I'll do that. I will do that. As a matter of fact, if you inbox me or text me, if you got my number, let me know. We can make that happen. All right, Louisiana in July, latter part of July, no doubt. So I'm just saying, brothers, we got to expand our knowledge. We got to expand who we are in Freemasonry. We got to enjoy Freemasonry, man. There's nothing like it. I'm telling you. You know, people talk about traveling and people talk about this, but when you travel outside of your jurisdiction, outside of your boundaries, where you're at, and just look at Freemasonry for what it is and enjoy it, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Brother Hill out of Baltimore. I went down to Baltimore it was last year. I was in Baltimore last year for about maybe a day and a half. Me and Brother Hill, William T. Hill, boy, we had a great time, man. I went and knocked on the door. Brother Hill, I'm in town. He said, meet me. Man, we went to Denny's. We left Denny's. We drove through Baltimore. He showed me some sights. Sat there, went to a little spot. Brother Hill, the spot, we went to a little spot, he told me. Man, the brothers there showed me love. I went to visit his Grand Lodge while I was there. Gave me a tour. Fellowship was awesome. That's what I'm talking about, brothers. You cannot sit in your lodge or be a Mason and don't leave and don't go nowhere. You're doing yourself a disservice. You are. I'm telling you, when I went home to Mississippi, man, I have a great time. I do. And people say, well, Hawkins, you know, you can't visit. Bruh, I'm tired of that. To my brothers in Mississippi, my cousins, and you know who you are. You know who you are, right? Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it, you know. And I enjoy the fellowship, you know. As a matter of fact, I've gone home and I've gotten there, and there's some brothers that are on Facebook, right? In these different groups, and I hit them up, and I said, I'm coming to such place. You've been saying you wanted to hit me up. We're gonna talk. Well, I'm here, brother. They don't even come. You know why? Because they're full of stuff. Man, having a great time tonight. I'm just saying that if you are in this thing we call Freemasonry, whether you be modern free, international, universal, Prince Hall, PHA, PHO, bruh, go visit other jurisdictions besides your own and stop talking about other people about what they ain't doing. I encourage you to do that, you know, and that's the beauty of Freemasonry. Truly, that is the absolute beauty of Freemasonry. The mere fact that I may not even know you and you have invited me to Louisiana, brother, that's the beauty of it all. That ain't nothing like that. And people can talk what they want to talk, but man, when you on deck, you on deck. And that's real. That's the beauty about being part of the Black, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. Bar none. And that's what this movement is all about. This movement crosses all jurisdictions. It crosses all boundaries. To be Black and to be part of the Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons is awesome. It is totally awesome. And people are going to be saying, well, you're this, you're that. Pay them no mind, because until they experience this movement, they have no clue. Okay, if you have grand session and only, if you have grand session and only your lodge is there a problem? Yeah, bro. If you have grand session and the only representation you get is your lodge, there may be a problem. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, there's a problem. Hey, I tell you what. Muhammad, I don't know. Brother Muhammad, hit me up, bro. I'm going to give my phone number out right now. I know it's crazy, but I'm going to give it out. Brother Muhammad, you got to hit me up with that one. 619-985-1184. You can call me right now, Brother Muhammad. I got to hear that one, bro. He said, the question is if you have grand session and your lodge is the only lodge that comes, you might have a problem. I'm just saying. You might have a problem. You know, you might have all the other lodges that's on roll. You know, I don't know what that situation is with that jurisdiction. I don't even know the jurisdiction, to be honest, but that was a question that was just asked. You're going to have a problem if your lodge is the only lodge that is represented at your grand session. I'm just saying. It's just what it is. But give me a shout out, Brother Muhammad. Woo, that was deep. So, anybody else got anything out there to say? You know what? I'm really having a good time tonight. I am. And yeah, I think that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad, bro. That's pretty bad. Unless that one lodge got 100 members or maybe 200 members. I don't know. I don't know what the membership is, but if you only got that one lodge, that's pretty bad, bro. That one lodge needs to go join another lodge and surrender their grand Okay, so the process would be is that one lodge that calls itself a grand lodge surrender its declaration, because a grand lodge doesn't have a charter. It surrenders its declaration to the other jurisdiction for which it's going to become part of. And that one lodge becomes that entity part of that jurisdiction. You know, I'm just saying. But hey, check this out. True story. There is one lodge, and it's named Independent Lodge. And it's a group of brothers, Caucasian brothers. And they don't have a grand lodge. They don't work up under a grand lodge. It's called Independent Lodge. Touch on the color of the shrine for the new nobles. Oh, the new nobles. I would do that. I would touch on the color of the shrine for the new. Well, no, should I? Yeah, because you can read that. But I'm going to say this before I get to that. There's a lodge called Independent Lodge. You can look them up on Facebook. As a matter of fact, you can YouTube them. And it's called Independent Lodge. And this lodge is an all-white lodge. And they ain't working up under nobody. But I don't hear nobody saying anything about them at all. Now, that is the weirdest thing. That's the weirdest thing. I don't hear nobody saying nothing about them. Wow, okay. I just got a text. I got a little bad news here. But yeah, certainly, you got a problem, bro. You got a problem. You know, the question is how they're going to deal with that. That's the question. How are they going to handle that situation? Did the Grand Lodge dissolve? What happened to the Grand Lodge in its totality, though? You know, that's the question I would want to know, because it could have been 16 lodges, 18, 20 lodges, and all of a sudden those lodges died off. Whatever happened to those lodges that left that lodge being the only lodge? I'm just asking because I don't know the whole thing behind the story. You know, I don't know. I would encourage each state. You know, I don't know what each state does, but you know, in this jurisdiction, in my jurisdiction, we do a souvenir journal every year for our grand session. We do a souvenir journal. It is to reflect upon the previous year, everything, and I think and I encourage every lodge to do that. As a matter of fact, I would encourage that when you do it, send out information about your souvenir journal to other brothers, and they may want to put a picture in there. You cut them a deal, work with them. You know, everybody don't have a lot of money, but you can work with the brothers and say, look, you know what? A page is usually $100. We'll charge you $50, or we'll do a half page for $50. But have them other brothers from different jurisdictions put in something. Okay. Brother Blue here, all right, from the Sons of David Lodge, number 599, located in California. Are you serious? How's my Grand Lodge in California? All right, what's your Grand Lodge in California there, bro? I'm right here. You might as well tell me I'm right here out of California. You might as well tell me what's the name of your Grand Lodge out here in California. Oh, it says how many Grand Lodges are in California? Ooh, how many Grand Lodges in California? Let me think. Bruh, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're speaking of ancient, free, and accepted Masons, Grand Lodges here in California, I'm familiar with at least 10. 10 that I personally know of. Oh, yeah, brother. Yeah. Brother Raheem, for real. Too many. He said too many. Well, I'm going to tell you, from the ancient, free, and accepted Masons, there are 10 that I'm familiar with, that I can say I fellowship with them brothers, I know them brothers, whatever. There's about 10 that I can say. Now, anything you know, I just leave it at that, brothers. You know, that's where that's at. You know, it's about 10 that I can really talk about, you know. And those 10, I know them because I fellowship with them. You know, that's the beauty of being part of the Black Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason. You know, the fact that we can get along. We don't have an issue with various jurisdictions. Now, there may be some Grand Masters that I don't deal with because I know who they are personally and I know what they've done Masonically. I may not deal with them, but their members are good brothers. So I don't shun the brothers. I just don't deal with that Grand Master. That's me. That's an individual thing. Because what an individual does not reflect what his Grand Lodge is all about. That's him. And that's what we have to understand. When a brother who's a Mason goes out and do some jacked up stuff, I don't care what jurisdiction you're in, and they know him, they know that person a Mason, they're going to look at the whole entire Mason thing as, look, that's a Mason, look what he did, you know. But in the concept of an individual who's a Mason, who does something, you know what? That's that individual. That's how I see it. You know, we just need to learn to deal with that individual and move him to the side instead of castrating the whole jurisdiction for which he's a part of. Even she's a part of, because there are some foul sisters out there. Yeah, I'm talking about you now. As much as I love the sisters, I do. There's some foul sisters out there, you know, and we have to understand that. You know, everybody in this organization ain't you know, they're not as stand up as they claim to be. You know, so you have to judge that person. Thank you. I appreciated that, Brother Rogers. I appreciate it. So you have to judge that person. And that's the unique thing about it, because what happens is a lot of time we'll say, well, you know, that jurisdiction over there, but everybody in that jurisdiction are not bad people. They're not bad Masons and they're not bad Eastern Stars. It's that one individual in their jurisdiction just gives that whole jurisdiction a black eye. I'm from the most wishful New Life Grand Lodge. Okay, I have been doing some research and I've seen a few, but I thought there was only 2 in every state of ain't. No. No, bruh. Nope. But the brother from the most wishful New Life Grand Lodge, that's out of New Life. That's out of California, am I right? Brother Raheem, New Life Grand Lodge, that's out of California. Hit me back, let me know if I'm right. You say, okay, I've been doing the research and I've seen a few, but I thought, yes, sir, okay, I'm familiar with New Life Grand Lodge. I am. I'm familiar with Prince of Peace Grand Lodge. I'm familiar with Mount Calvary, St. Anthony, and Most Wishful Sons of Light. The Most Wishful Ham Grand Lodge. Shucks. Mount Nemo Grand Lodge. Mount Moriah Grand Lodge. I've named about 6 of them right there. St. Joseph, okay, all right, St. Joseph Grand Lodge. Is that out of California too, St. Joseph? If it is, let me know. Yeah, we are ancient, free, and accepted Masons. That's why I say we're black and we're ancient, free, and accepted Masons. I'm rolling with that all the way, yes, sir. That's out of L.A.? Oh, okay, I'll tell you what. If you are a noble, or I'm not going to say if you are a noble, to all the brothers of the craft, to all the sisters of the order, to all the nobles, to all the daughters of Sphinx, November the 4th, put this on your calendars, November the 4th, 2018, right here in San Diego, California, we are celebrating 125 years of the ancient Arabic ordered nobles of the Mr. Shrine and also the daughters of Sphinx. Come on out. Hit me up, inbox me, get in contact with me. I will send you more information on that. November the 4th. Yeah, still on. Oh, okay. All right. I am. All right. Okay. But yeah, check it out. California. If you're in California, period. If you're coming from Oakland, the Bay, LA, South Bay, if you're in San Diego, we are holding our 125-year celebration of the ancient Arabic order nobles of the Mr. Shrine, along with the daughters of Sphinx, here in San Diego, November the 4th. All right, tickets are $45. So look, you gotta inbox me, you gotta get in contact with me. I want you to come out and fellowship to enjoy this wonderful occasion. You know, this is the movement of the Black Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. We need to start inviting each other to our various jurisdictions to fellowship, to just enjoy the company. So that's my personal invitation to you. If you are a noble, if you are a brother, if you are a daughter, if you are a sister, you are welcome to come fellowship with us November the 4th, 2018, right here in San Diego. Tickets for the event is $45. We're celebrating our 125th anniversary of the Shriners and of the Daughters of Sphinx. So put your fezzes on. Come on, fellowship. Dress attire is going to be African dress attire. So don't come here with that craziness on. But if you have the dashiki, pair of slacks, a pair of shoes, throw your fez on. Let's get on down. I accept. You better believe it. Hey, Brother Muhammad. I have Brother Hugh Muhammad from Mosque number 8 is our guest speaker that evening. We're about to get down. Yes, I got my own Brother Hugh Muhammad, Mosque number 8 right here in San Diego is going to be our guest speaker for our Shriners dinner. Goodwill, I will try to make it. Lodges in LA, but I'm local. Okay, you're in the high desert of California. All right, Brother Haheem. I'm just sending a shout out. You know it. I'm going to be posting some more stuff on my Facebook page in the different groups. So whatever group you may be in, I'm looking forward to the fellowship. That's for real. Oh, yeah. You know Brother Hugh? You know Brother Hugh? Man, let me tell you, we honored him about a year ago. We honored Minister Hugh, and he's been a staunch supporter of my temple, of my jurisdiction. Man, hey. man, Brother Hugh Muhammad, I respect that brother. You know, I really do. And I've learned a lot from him. And when you see him, you let him know that, because I'll be seeing him on Sunday after at the mosque. So when I leave church, I go to the mosque. Yes, sir. I do. I do. And when I leave church, I go to the mosque. Oh, Brother Sutton. You know what, brother? They took down our video. Me and Brother Eric Sutton did a video. They took the video down. We didn't curse or nothing. They just took it down. But Brother Eric said we're gonna do one. We've been talking about it, so we're gonna do another one. That's for real. I'm out of the. Oh, okay, all right. 75 in Las Vegas. You in Las Vegas? You know what? I'm coming to Vegas, bro. Look, man, you gotta contact me, inbox me, whatever you do, message me. Oh, you used to be. Oh, okay. I thought you were still in Vegas. I was, you know, when I go to Vegas, bro, we need to hook up, you know, to hook up. But anyway, definitely. Oh, you are in Vegas. Okay. Bro, you got to hook, man. I've gone to Vegas 5 or 6 times this year already. Assalamu alaikum. I've been learning a lot from your videos. There is very, okay. I appreciate it, Brother Raheem. Oh, yeah. You used to be in mosque number 75, Brother Muhammad? Oh, yeah. So, look, check it out. I'm an adopted Muslim, bruh, and I say that because when I leave my church and I go to the mosque, bruh, there's nothing like the love of them brothers. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nothing like the love of my brothers in mosque number 8 here in San Diego. I don't know about nobody else. I can't vouch for nobody else, but here in San Diego, mosque number 8, Brother Hugh Muhammad, Minister Hugh Muhammad, number love and respect for that brother. You need to do a video with Brother Keemus Amos and oh yeah. You know what? We're going to do one. Let me tell you how we're going to do it. When I get to Chicago in July, I'm going to have to go live. When I get to Chicago, I'm going to go live. So who's ever in Chicago, we're going live. We're going to do one of the most hype videos we can do. And that's how we're going to have to do it, bro. That's how we're going to have to do it. Oh, man. I'm going to share a book. I got another book I want to share with you. Check that book out. I think I shared it once before. This book here is called The Mystical Life of Jesus. Bruh, I started reading this book. I was like, oh my goodness. This book right here, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Flip. I'm kind of sideways, brother. I don't know how I managed to get like that. I'm back. Hey, Phil, I'll call you right back. Let me call you right back. All right, thanks. Yeah. So, like I said, this book right here is a great book. Are we going to go to the cross and keep the star? Hey, you know what? I don't know. The question is, are we going to go with the star? Are we going to keep the star or go to the cross? You know what? That's a jurisdictional thing. You know, every temple have their own thing they're doing, every temple. So I can't really say if they're going to keep the star and switch over to the cross or not. But I do know if you ever go visit John G. Jones' gravesite, you will see that he has the cross with the double-headed eagle hanging from the scimitar, the emblem of the shrindom. He does. It's different than any other emblem of shrindom, and that's what set him apart. And I'm definitely looking to actually have my temple to change over and go to the cross. That's who we are. You might as well, if you're gonna call yourself the ancient Arabic order nobles of the Mystery Shrine, you might as well embrace everything that's John G. Jones. You might as well embrace it all. Bring it all home. Bring it all home. That's all I'm saying. Just bring it all home. And make that work for you. Because what happens is, you know, people go around, I'm this and I'm that, but they don't embrace all, the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm taking everything. So if John G. Jones was expelled 100 years ago, so what? He was expelled. It's over. It's done. That's in the past. I can't do nothing for the past but learn from it. That's the only thing I can do with the past is learn from it. I can't change it. I can't take it with me. I can't hold on to it. It's gone. That's why they call it the past. I can learn from it. Now, here I am, 2018, baby. I'm rolling. I'm rolling with everything John G. Jones. Good, bad, or indifferent. I enjoy what I've learned about this man. Oh, okay. Yeah, so what? You right. So what? So what? Hey, I wish there was a way that I can add you guys to like this video, man. That would be totally awesome if I can bring you up, add you on. The Freemason Ten Commandment was by Albert Pike, or was this Bleak? If not, I will take a copy. No, I have a, man, the one I got is a little different, okay? No, it's not that one. Not at all. Not at all. It's a little different. Yeah, email me at hoselodge@yahoo.com. Subject box is going to have to be something that we're familiar with, okay? Because I don't open everything. You know, some stuff will be a virus or whatever. So that's how we're going to have to get down. And I will send you a copy of what I have. As a matter of fact, I may just download a lot of stuff. And then if you need it, I just send it all out, send out all I have to you. And you can have it for your archives. If you are a part of John G. Jones Uncut, go into the archives of John G. Jones Uncut. That's a Facebook group. Man, they have plenty of information for you as far as Freemasonry is concerned, especially on John G. Jones. It's awesome. It is totally awesome. And I think I just froze. Oh, okay, I'm back. I'm back. So definitely do that. So look, we've been rolling for an hour and 48 minutes. I've enjoyed your company. I hope you got something from this. It's been a great conversation to everybody. It's 9:30 my time, so it's probably about 11:30 on the East Coast, almost 12:30 some other place. I've enjoyed it. As I say always before I depart, stay out them bushes and keep your light on. Always. Peace and be well.